Here we are, and I think we exhausted all dialogue options with him.
It's friggin' hot out here.
It's so hot that George is still wearing his JCPenney's Just for Men fashion catalog costume.
Oh, that guy's wearing yellow socks with his sandals.
Well, I was thinking more of, look at Captain Britain over here. He really let himself go. Also, what are you doing in Syria?
Hi, what's your name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab. Most good.
I was about to commend this game for not delving into stereotyping Middle Easterners. What with our little friend over there, who was actually, quite worldly and
Very
multilingual,
well-spoken.
very well spoken, very sharp, and then we get this dead-eyed.
He's like a fish.
Most good, most good. Yes. He's more like a
What do
Star
you make
Wars
of
villain.
this, sir?
You buy kebab. You buy kebab.
That's why this
Yeah,
guy only
most
sells one thing, the kebab, and Niho sells
No, he
all
sells
the
multiple
other
things.
Yeah, he sells. That's
No,
what I'm saying.
I'm saying this guy does.
No,
he sells kebab and crab juice. Oh, crab juice and Mountain Dew.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
Nah, you buy kebab. None?
Noms. Oh, he knows meme culture.
That makes him even worse.
What do you think of this?
Buy kebab? Come to read?
Come to read? Why you so butthurt, bro?
Does this
You
mean anything
mad?
to you?
No, you buy kebab.
What is wrong with this guy?
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
Nah, you buy kebab. None?
What do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab. You buy kebab.
I'm starting to think this guy has limited dialogue.
What do you think of this?
Buy kebab? Come to read?
How rude. Of course I can read.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
Nah, you buy kebab.
I feel like we're
What
going
do
in
you make
circles
of
here.
this, sir.
You buy kebab. You buy kebab.
No,
You
we're
know,
going in a straight line,
most good.
Jason. Just leads to us buying a kebab.
Well, goodbye.
And then
Have
to
a
the
nice
bathroom.
day.
This is like the Mass Effect
Most
storyline. No matter what tool, no matter what you do, you end up with the same
No,
crappy ending.
Jason, I can buy the red kebab, the green kebab, or the blue kebab.
Okay, no, that's just the Matrix. When I wake up, no matter what, I'm gonna have terrible indigestion and not be sure if this really. Oh my gosh,
Jason just now looked up at the screen to see this.
Jafar!
Jafar! How are we gonna kill this George Stobart? I mean, really? Jafar, why are we selling rugs? Weren't we the vizier at some point? Actually, now that I think about it, shouldn't you be stuck in a lamp or dead if we're counting sequels? I mean, I know it was direct to video, but still, you'd think that kind of stuff would be canon.
Direct-to-video should
Jafar!
never be canon. Never.
I know it wasn't Robin Williams, it was Dan Castellaneta. It gets worse. It gets so much worse.
Look at that beard. It lacks any sort of depth. I mean, it's such
It's a fake beard.
It's such a flat illustration
I'm
compared to a lot of
hoping
the
that's a
others.
fake nose.
What do you think of this?
Hello, sir. Lovely carpet.
Does it match the drapes?
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, carpet, yes?
What do you think of this?
Hello, sir. Lovely carpet.
How would you react if you didn't speak English and some guy just came up to you and just started showing you stuff?
Oh, no, I remember there was a time when I was working at Chick-fil-A and all of the a tour bus of Asian people came in and they didn't understand hardly any English. One person kind of half understood English. And I just shouted at them, Chick-fil-A! Chick-fil-A! Over and over. And after about the 24th time...
You want to buy a sandwich?
Yeah, after about the 24th time, they just shook their head, yes. I mean, I just beat them down. And that's how I made the sale.
Jason, I heard about this on the news. You literally beat them down. You jumped over the... That's a hate crime, not a sales tactic, Jason.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Ah! Give to me! Give to me! Alamut!
Rocky Road, Alamut. A secret passage behind a carpet? What will they think of next?
Many beneficent greetings.
How'd you know that was carpet? I thought it was wallpaper.
Possible friend.
Huh? Do I know you, mister?
No. No. And again I say, no.
Acting.
But, my friend, do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meeting?
How frank do you want me to be?
You are a traveler, yes?
Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective.
No. I am told that is Sherlock Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of shag.
Better to come to that. Doesn't look that bad.
I'm
Give him a
world's
break,
greatest
man.
luxury taxi driver.
I can see where this is going.
I am Ultar, taxi driver and luxury guide per excellent. Yes.
This I had to hear.
The Legend of
Where does your
Altar.
heart Desire to
Dun,
go.
dun, 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 dun,
Simply
dun,
mention
dun,
the
dun,
name
dun,
to your
dun.
obedient servant, and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
Oh, well, I don't really want to leave Marib yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be the first to know.
Is good. You know where you want to go. You come to Ultar.
Thanks. See you around, Oltar.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
Ah, I'm glad we met our Han Solo character already. This must be Chewbacca.
Hi. Nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me.
I don't
What?
know what's going on
I
with
mean,
his face
I
there.
beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I don't
Is
understand.
that beard stubble or is he
surprise
wearing a
there,
fake
alrighty.
mustache?
I
It's
think
a
they're
sorry,
trying to
but
do the
he
Homer
not
Simpson
speak
type
English.
thing,
But
but then they
he
added a
didn't say
mustache.
He not have tongue.
No tongue? What happened?
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other chappie. Oh, yes.
Jason, I bet I can cut off my tongue. You want to take that bet?
What if I lose the bet?
Your Macho Man Randy Savage wrestling buddy goes home with me.
I don't know if I can take that kind of stakes.
This is the best decision
Okay, you know you
I
can have
ever
it.
made.
You can have him, but just don't get any blood on him.
Too late. It was mint and box and now it's covered in my mouth blood. But still, I'm the greatest.
Well, we're gonna have Chris transfer, just sticking to the comments from now on. I guess I'll be leading Scum of the Earth. So welcome. I'm Jason Kelly. Here with me is Chris No Tongue Vaughn.
That's their first nickname.
Even if I'd wanted to spit,
And here
my
we are
mouth
at
was too
episode
dry.
13 and a half of Broken Sword.
I want you to treat me just the same as you always have. With resentment and bitterness to my great success.
Damn, the door's locked.
Did you put in Resident Evil again?
I'm sorry? Did you say something?
He say you not to go in toilet. Read sign, matey.
You have to go in the women's
Blue something in
bathroom,
translation.
remember, Chris.
By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it.
He's quite a detective.
He's the greatest detective ever. He should be played by Benedict Cumberbatch. Okay, so the bathrooms. I should buy a rug.
The carpet seller had an impressive collection of wares. If I had the time and the money, I might have bought a couple of rugs.
Too bad they're cursed by Jafar.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed
Oh,
with
we're gonna
your
get some angry
bountiful
letters.
presence once more.
This place is certainly hard to find.
Oh, yes, it is most exclusive. The membership can be no more than... Kind sir, what would you guess the population of the village to be?
Gee, I don't know, a couple of thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
Luckily, we already found our match. In a book.
What do you know about
Sorry.
the kebab seller?
A most miserable man. Ultar
You could say he's a
"Kiryat
miserable
Medvedev,
pile
this
of
might
secrets."
never happen." And he say, "Shut up, Ultar."
Fancy that.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon. Whatever that
You got
is.
your Han Solo and your R2. I mean, Arto.
Could you tell me what that sign means?
It's a door stay shut until Brush come back. Signed, the management.
Oh, well, what does that mean?
Manager buy lovely new toilet brush, leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes, come back, it been stolen. Not even out of wrapper. He
It
then
was mint
cross,
in box
lock
with
up
a C
toilet
grade
and
of
say,
9.5.
"Nobody use fine pristine toilet until brush given back." We say, "What we do till then, eh?" He say, "Cross legs and use superior willpower."
And that's what you've been doing?
No, Ultar use bucket.
What?
I love these extra little side stories. It really gives us so much insight
There's, yeah,
into these
a lot of character
ancillary-
development.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this: you have to be a real kleptomaniac to steal toilet brushes from restaurants. And two, do you really want someone trekking a shit-encrusted toilet brush into your restaurant, even if it is to return stolen property? I mean, it's a moral victory, but hygienic, not so much.
I'm sorry. I can't listen to you right now because my OCD is kicking in, and that cross is just—it's not centered in that conversation
yeah,
box.
look at
it's
that.
just off a little bit.
Oh, come on! You select layer, and then you hit a line horizontal and a line
It's
vertical.
driving me nuts.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
Of course.
Yes? What can you tell me?
Great she-bop band of the 60s.
No, that's not really...
Who put the bop in the bop, 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 bop?
Yeah, eternal questions.
He's obviously never heard that song, or they didn't want to get sued.
What does this grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
Nothing. Why? What does grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
Philosophically speaking.
What do you think of this plaster?
Not much there. Not enough to make tasteful garden gnome, for example.
How about a really small garden gnome?
Ultar not think so.
Have you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly.
Murder
Was
mystery!
here only yesterday.
There's a murder
My God,
and
he's
injustice that we're trying to right.
Yes, he was asking lot of questions.
Whenever you
Just
get
like
around to a
close.
game.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called Stoby.
Stobart?
Yes, Stobart. You know him.
The killer knew my name.
Gee,
What
I
else
wonder
did
how
he
you
ask
figured that
about?
one out, George.
asked
Maybe
about
because you
German
gave your name
man
to
called
every single
Robert
NPC in the game so
tried to
far,
remember
even
the
when
name
you
of the
were
man of the
erroneously
conspiracy
pretending to
that
be
lost
a
his
doctor
Syria.
or an electrician
Was
or
his
a
name
police
Klausner?
officer.
Sure, that is what Ultar said. Klausner. I told this man in the picture, Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Hold on. He wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 mile out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
Oh, maybe a week ago.
We call it Bull's Head because it's shaped like the head of a cast member of 1980 sitcom Night Court. Spitting image.
What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
It's most magnificent. Lovely views. Worth visiting. Yes, by indeedity.
How do I get there? No. Let me guess.
You need fine luxury guide to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Woe is me. Where can I find such a guide?
And Ultar is most luxurious guide for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service?
I don't know if G. Willikers translates well into other languages.
All right, let's go.
First, I regret the formalities. A trip to the Bull's Head? 50 Yankee dollars, please.
I ain't no Yankee!
Bucks. I don't have $50.
Oh, most
This coming from the guy who can make
unhappy
infinite trips to
Ultar,
Ireland
I'm
whenever
sorry,
he
but
wishes.
cannot take you on ride of lifetime.
Hold on, Ultar.
I guess the
Is
exchange
there
rate
nothing I could barter with
from
Word
French
that it
money
was so
to
beloved
Irish
place.
money.
But my taxi
Just
needs
is a hell of a
gas, and
deal.
it's
The
muffler
European
needs a
economy is
muffler
dead.
doctor. Trading for these things is not possible. My heart weeps for the injustice, but it's bucks or zip.
Ooh, we can
Or
use Zip Cash.
unfortunate
Okay.
American.
Here's a zip disk I found at an abandoned circuit city. Take me to Bull's Head.
Well, I still don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh, unfortunate, most extreme.
He played Ursula in the Syrian dub of Little Mermaid.
I fear.
Well, I still don't have any cash on me, American or
Oh, okay, he's just gonna
The
keep saying
delights
this.
Shake my hand, Ultar.
Ha ha! Remind me of thing that happened month ago. Maybe 6. Man come up to Ultar, say, shake hands, Ultar. But man have electric buzz thing in his hand. Ha ha! How we laughed! Then I broke his arms.
I knew it. He's Darren Meister from Street Fighter EX3. Look at the mustache.
What do you think of this?
Is gadget.
It's a blood pressure gauge.
Blood pressure gauge. Is what Ultar said.
No, I said Gadget, my favorite rescue ranger.
No.
Would you like to see some artwork on DeviantArt.com of Gadget and Monterey Jack?
This
He kinda
is a
looks like
key
Monterey
for
Jack, doesn't he?
manhole covers.
He kind of
You
does.
carry some strange stuff
It's
with you,
definitely his
mister.
mustache.
What do you think of this ball?
Is most splendid, mister.
See you around, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
Fun fact, if any of you out there have friends who happen to hail from Syria, you can astound and delight them with rubber balls you buy at Walmart for 50 cents. However, if you show them a clown's nose, they will become enraged!
The merchant was selling fruit.
No, not the merchant. I want to talk to this.
The hell?
I'm not missing my chance to talk to the Tom
Hi,
Arnold.
I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, sure, son. Always got time for a fellow American. The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Henderson.
Hell, boy, I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh,
Have you seen The
okay.
Stupids?
Dwayne?
It's a John
My name's
Landis
George
film I was
Snowball.
in.
You're a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera, kinda lags to come all this way and not take pictures. Mind if I take a picture of you, George?
Whoa.
What? Why?
I want you to draw me like your French girls.
Ow! You could have warned me.
You don't mind, do you?
He did! He gave like 5
Folks
seconds
back
of
home
warning!
will be real interested.
Yeah, to see a Caucasian in the Middle East.
There was this funny looking guy who had blonde hair and blue eyes and white skin. It was astonishing, everyone. I was amazed and delighted at his green jacket and Jordache jeans.
Can you ask him about the tiniest bull?
I love the fact that he's giving him crap for not having a camera if he's just there sightseeing. But if you were investigating a murder, I think having a camera would also have many benefits.
Also, I want to point out, man's wearing green shirt. No, wait, he's wearing orange shirt with camera around his neck. No, wait, with no camera around his neck.
He can't be trusted. He's a changeling.
Do you think bulls have any significance around here?
Weird question, George. Nope, I don't think they have.
Have you met Ultar?
Almost luxurious.
Finally, someone calling George out on his weird shit.
Yeah, the cabbie.
Tried to pull a bunco on us. Take us on a wild goose chase off into nowhere.
The Syrian people take the wild goose chase very seriously. It's one of their oldest traditions.
Do you mind if I ask you an odd question?
Okay, but I might not answer it.
Well,
Do
I'm
you know
the
anything
worst
about
parts
the
of
Templars?
John Wayne,
Knight
Tom
Templar?
Arnold, and
Yep.
George Bush
Nope.
Sr. combined,
Nothing at all.
Pilgrim.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
What I know and what I say are two different things, boy. I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure, the greetings card business.
Oh, please.
I cannot confirm or deny that I am in the greetings card business.
Where is your wife, Dwayne?
Pearl? Oh, she's around, looking for bargains.
How long have you been married, Dwayne?
Hell, must be 30 years now.
What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
I'm so glad we're
Didn't I
getting so
say?
much
Oh,
background
I run
information.
A greeting
You
card
know,
company. Yep.
I didn't
We're
really
based
care
in
about Dwayne
Cleveland,
until I
Ohio.
found out he had a
Pearl
wife
writes the
named Pearl
poems
that
for
he'd been married
You ought
to for
ask her
30
to
years.
recite some.
Does the image of a knight holding a crystal ball mean anything to you?
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the prob.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not a crystal ball.
Dun dun
It all came
dun!
together in my head. What the conspirators had mentioned losing. The strange perspective.
Oh my gosh, I
of
take
the
everything back.
manuscript.
Dwayne had the answer
It's a
all
lens.
along.
I saw a medieval
Thanks,
picture
Dad.
of a woman, royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces. What do you think of that?
I think you should be in therapy.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
Can't say as I have. Where's that?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Bull's Head, huh? I must remember that. Sounds scenic.
Who do you think has been more honest to George about his off-putting personality and weird questions, Nico or Dwayne?
I'd say out of the two, Dwayne. I think the person who has treated George the fairest, considering his attitude, definitely would have had to been the manager of the Hotel Ubu.
Shake hands, Dwayne.
Why?
I'm just being friendly.
Let's just be friendly by keeping our hands to ourselves. Yeah?
As you know, in America, it's a sign of disrespect to shake a stranger's hand.
Well, he doesn't want to touch
What do you
some
think of this?
grubby
It's
Caucasian
the ball.
foreigner's hand.
Big deal.
What do you think of this grease paint?
Especially when
stained
you're going to
tissue?
show him that.
You've been hanging around with actors?
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure gauge? Why in blue blazes are you carrying that?
I'm carrying it for a friend.
I don't know, why doesn't your shirt match your other shirt, smartass?
Also, would you like to play BlazBlue Calamity Trigger with me later? I have my PS3 right in the back of my car.
Look, I've got some plaster of Paris.
Yeah. And I've got a picture of me shaking hands with George Bush.
So you're shaking hands with
Back in
yourself?
76.
He's a time traveler.
I'm the old George Bush who somehow got fat, and I'm shaking hands with a young George Bush.
Have you
After
seen
he
this
just
man
killed
before?
Kennedy.
Maybe. Where'd you get it?
I just picked it up somewhere.
Sure. I'm always picking up photos of complete strangers and then asking around.
Ow! Damn it!
There. I've got another picture of a complete stranger.
I'm gonna
Maybe
cut
I'll
out the
ask around
eyes and
about
wear
this
it like a mask as I touch myself in front
Do you
of
know
a
the name
mirror.
Merlin?
Nope.
You know what this guy kind of reminds me of? He kind of reminds me of those really obnoxious tourists from Toe Jam and Earl Panic on Funkatron. Do you remember the guys that ran around with cameras
Yeah.
and they would flash you and then you would be all disoriented?
Well, I was saying he's gonna remind me of half of the duo of the tourists in Zombies Ate My Neighbors. We just gotta be careful because he might turn into a werewolf
What do
at
you
any
make of
moment.
A manhole lifting key. So?
Hey, how come you recognize it?
Hey, how come you're carrying it?
Oh!
Well, let's just drop the subject, shall we? Okay, well,
You know, now
I'll
that I
see
think
you
about
around,
it, if
Dwayne.
we could stuff
Down on
George
it,
in a
George.
jar and send him in a rocket ship off into space and never be heard of
How
again,
did this guy
that
make
would
a
be
living
fantastic.
selling useless
That would
old
be a good
machine
happy ending.
parts in the middle of nowhere? The stand was hawking ancient machine parts.
The steering wheel was once part of Alexander the Great's Rolls Royce, and here is part of Hammurabi's
I was
backhoe.
wondering whether you could help me.
Why, hi there, handsome. What can I do for you?
Hi, my
He's
name's
bossing
George.
ass.
I was just,
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George.
I was,
Why
My
does she have
name's
pointy
Mrs.
elf
Henderson,
ears?
But you can call me Pearl, I'm sure.
Ugh.
okay, Pearl. I was,
So nice to meet a friendly American face so far from home.
Pearl,
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure,
Also, I'm
precious.
Canadian. Then I'm gonna spit on you.
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar. I remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something Else I can't quite recall.
Oh
I
yeah, it was the
read
Holy
it.
Bible.
And
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
Sounds about right.
I've been talking to your husband, Dwayne.
Oh,
Yeah, he tells me that he runs a greeting card company and you write the poems that go in them.
oh yes, indeed. I consider myself the artiste of the family. Tell me, George, would you like to hear one of my poems?
For the audience's sake, I guess we must.
Yes, go on then.
Okay then, darling, here we go. Our sympathy upon this time, when your heart doth break.
I like the doth.
Classy, isn't it? We know the grief that must entail when your schnauzer gets bitten by a snake. Ah, it's
See, I was going to guess when your kid
think,
drowned
George?
at the lake.
It's very specific, isn't it?
You think so? We sell a lot of those, dear.
Do you know anything about medieval weaving?
I do a little needlework, but gosh.
It's okay.
Another
It
heroin
was a
addict.
long shot.
Everyone's on the horse in this game.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
No. No, I haven't. Is it nearby?
I'm not sure.
Sounds awful romantic. The Bull's Head Hill.
You sound like a
Ugh.
sex pervert.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Me? Oh, a gentleman's interest is always so flattering.
Well, I have sex with bulls. That's a
My husband and I
factoid.
run a greetings card company in a cute little place called
I also
Axon
like
in
poisoning
Ohio.
people's schnauzers with snake venom.
Little? You said that your company is based in Akron.
And Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Well, yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines and Vietnam, you know. Anyway, he got a medical discharge.
After he took 3 entire sheets of acid and shot at
He moved away from
CO.
Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets a little paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
Well, in his defense, he
so
was in the
sorry,
film
Pearl.
True
Don't worry
Lies.
yourself, George. We live with it.
Have you met the taxi man, Ultar?
Heavens, yes. What a big man. Very muscular.
But you didn't go for a
He's
ride.
not drawn that way,
Why,
though.
George, you're
Yeah.
absolutely the most.
He's got a lot
You
of
mean a
muscle. It's
taxi
just hidden
ride?
under.
No.
His what,
Dwayne
Jason?
was
He hides his
interested,
muscle
so it
behind
didn't
his
happen.
scarecrow arms and his string being legs.
I liked her too much to zap her with the buzzer.
Well, I'm calling the shots here, George. Zap the bitch.
What do you make of this grease paint stained tissue?
Oh, it's grease paint. I thought somebody had gaudy taste in makeup.
Considering I'm painting like a clown.
Have you seen this man before?
No. A friend of yours?
No, not really. I've got some plaster of Paris.
That's nice, dear.
Do you know what this is?
Lord, no. It looks painful, though.
It's a sewer key.
Who'd want to break into a sewer?
I can think of 4 people who would.
Have you ever heard of anybody calling himself Merlin?
Merlin?
No, Merlin. Merlin. There's an O in there.
Moulin?
You haven't, have you?
No, darling. No Moulin.
Let's get down to business.
I was about to sing
What do you
it.
think of
You
this?
beat me to it.
Oh.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
scientific. It's a blood pressure thing, isn't it?
She followed around by a dragon played by Eddie Murphy.
What does this mean to you?
Gosh, is this some sort of psychological test?
This entire
No.
game is
Oh,
just that.
Well, in that case, it's a
Will
red
you
ball.
break?
I'm very
I've
close
got to
to
go
it.
now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Hey, if I'm no longer a stranger, does that mean your husband will stop taking sexy pictures of me without my consent?
I hadn't come all this way to seek out curios. There were some great bargains on the shelf, providing you ran a junk museum.
A much nobler profession than yours.
Hi.
Is this a kid's pop-up
As I
book
didn't
now?
see the point
Is this
of going all the
Toonland?
way
Is
over
this,
there
is
to
this
get
Putt Putt
scratched.
Goes the
I
fucking
stayed where I
moon?
was. It was the sort of bell you see in hotel receptions. Kind of unexpected here. Hey there, young fella. Speak ye you the English? Speak you the
We've already had
Anglais?
an extended conversation with this character, haven't we?
Parlez-vous?
Yes.
He doesn't remember. They all look the same to him
Oh!
because he's terrible.
What do you think of this, eh?
Oh, sir. One a
Yes, your childhood is depressing. Get on with it.
But answer me. What?
You may have. What can I do with a blood?
Don't tempt.
Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you tempter.
I'll swap it for something off your stand.
Due to she's...
I thought you...
I do.
Which in translation, and I'll be in big trouble if I...
Alternatively, is there...
Not at the moment, but I'll bear it. I met an interesting guy earlier, a cab driver.
Ah, that would have to be Ultar, a barbaric sort of chap.
Oh, he's not that bad.
You know how he speaks in Pidgin English? That's how he speaks in Arabic too.
And then he goes, cuckoo, cuckoo, and he lives on the statue.
Who's the guy selling the kebabs?
Oh, that's Arto. A miserable blighter to be sure, sir.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He never is. Day in, day out, a face like a wet Wednesday. Whatever one of those is.
Does he speak any English?
Not cogently, no.
I'm thinking there are all of these shops around, and we need to get $50 for a magic ride. I'm thinking as many pots are around here, we should take the Zelda approach. Just start smashing all the pots.
That's not a very friendly cat you got there, Nijo.
No, sir. It is a very unfriendly cat.
Why do you keep it?
Oh, it's not mine. It just rests where it pleases. And today it pleases to rest there. As Kipling would say, it is a cat that walks by itself.
Fiercely independent.
And it smells.
That cat would later go on to be the Middle East's most brutal dictator.
What do you know about that couple?
Oh, they're American.
Is that all?
The chap's a little odd. As for the lady, it's a funny thing. But I get the impression she's a lot cleverer than she's letting on.
No, that's just what the average American wants you to
Is that your father
think.
lurking in the back of the stand?
He is indeed a roaring fellow. Ayub's his name.
You don't sound like you respect him very much.
Don't I? Not only do I respect him, I rather like him. For all his bluster, we get on very well.
He makes sure to only hit
So,
me
this
on
is
my
your
days
stand?
off.
Oh, yes, sir. Though stand does not begin to do it justice. The finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Well, not per se, no.
But you don't even have Superman.
How much of those books...
What is
there on the
Arabic
shelf?
for Superman?
Heaven only
Suddenly, I realized the horrific truth. The
I'm
guy was
George
basting the
Stobart.
kebabs with a toilet brush.
If there's nothing we can do about it?
Well, goodbye.
Wait, you the
Have a nice
police? What are you
day.
going to do about it?
most good.
In the still air, the smell hung around. The stand had, as a marketing device, it lacked something. I figured going out into the countryside was a pretty good way to get lost.
Oh, please make all my dreams come true and just fucking starve to death in the desert, George, please. Oh, why isn't this King's Quest where you can fucking kill the protagonist in like a million different ways?
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Okay, let's discuss more about the dead-eyed kebab
Look, this is
salesman.
going to sound a bit strange, but I need Arto's brush.
What?
He got dirty in the
Brush
Dagobah system.
Based the kebabs with?
Yes.
Let me find some dirty postcards for you instead.
Nijo, this is serious. Arto stole that brush he's using from a friend, and I want to get it back.
Perhaps I could help you, old chap. Maybe? Perhaps?
Maybe what? Perhaps what?
I do not wish to seem mercenary, sir,
But I was on
I
Sergeant
can
Slaughter's Survivor Series team.
merchant's trade.
Merchant? This isn't Sears and Roebuck here.
Well, if you're going to be disagreeable...
No, you're right.
Didn't we just
what
try to
would you
trade with
like?
him and he told
I
us he's
seem
not allowed to
recall
trade
that
anything?
You have something that might alleviate my boredom. A globe of delight, a Rubicon spheroid of heavenly pleasure.
An
Give me the
8
ball,
ball of
don't you?
crack.
A tiny spherule of form that barely spans my hand, yet promises hours of amusement.
If you mean the ball, why don't you just say so?
Can I have the ball back, mister?
All right, here you go.
Thank you, sir. People say bad things about Americans, but you're okay in my book.
What people?
Oh, we're gonna
What
be in
bad
his
thing?
book.
Never mind that.
About
now.
American tourists, maybe?
Remember the brush?
Right, yes, the brush.
All you have to do with Arto is be polite. It lightens his day, makes it all worthwhile for him again.
How can I be polite to the guy when I can't speak a word of Syrian?
Arabic.
That's what I meant.
Simply memorize this phrase. Il kalb.
Il akal kalb.
Close enough. Now, go over to Arto and deliver those honeyed words even unto his delicate ear. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Really?
Whoa.
Is he pimping R2 out? Are we a John?
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
That lady over there is as
Like
creepy as the Happy Mask salesman.
I like the crabs. I like the crabs. Batu, Veratus.
Hello again, sir.
Batu, Veratus,
Hello.
Nicto.
Kebab? Yes?
You're gonna just curse at him.
He's fuck your mother!
You're like Hubert.
Il akal
You're just
kalb.
gonna...
Filthy. Bad, bad.
Ah, you're right.
I'll kill you.
Whoa.
Okay, now you gotta hop
Calm
up those
down.
stairs and
I
make
just-
sure you color all of them blue.
Feet, do your thing.
Fred, don't foul me now.
Wow, look at this exciting chase scene.
I was gonna let him catch me.
Look at this exciting chase scene. Did we lose that guy in
I think we did.
in a straight tunnel? I don't.
Well, he seemed pretty portly, and I can attest, being a portly man myself, if someone runs up the stairs, it's not worth it. He is pissed.
So what? You gonna go
What
back
the heck
and
did you tell me
chastise
to
him?
Tell him.
Patience, sir.
Patience? Patience? I've been chased by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to be patient?
No, I
consider,
expected you to be
While you were
dead.
running from the irate Arto wasn't using the brush.
Hold on. Are you telling me that I've been used as a
Here's my tell-all
diversionary
book about
tactic?
George
Your
Stobart.
brush, sir.
George Stobart, from the sewer to the skewer.
I can't believe that you put me on that kebab seller's death list for a toilet brush.
The ends justify the means, sir.
Yeah, but I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though.
They also serve who only stand and wait, sir.
Oh, spare me.
Actually, looks kind of more like a
Thanks
mace.
for getting the brush and risking my life to do it.
Anytime. Glad to be of service.
Okay, well then...
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Guess we can get out of here.
Go do some maintenance, janitorial work.
Well, we did it. We risked life and limb. And now we will go and get our great reward, Jason.
To become a janitor?
Well, no, we're going to the secret treasure room. Right? That's why we did all the... No, wait. It's just the
Here's
bathroom.
your brush, sir. It wasn't easy getting it back. The manager took the brush from me.
He's
gave
gonna
me
go
the
have some
toilet
alone
keys
time
as
with
my
it. We better
reward,
not tell him where it's
and
been.
stopped off. What was all that about?
Manager, he say, bah, look at state of this. Need much cleaning and detergent before go around my, you bend.
He said all
The
that?
state of
Body
your
language
brush,
account
mate.
for much, you know? Oh, yes, indeedy.
I knew the door was locked. I'd need the key to get in there.
I think we better give him a little bit of alone time.
And for some reason, the animation department forgot to draw George's teeth.
Oops. I hadn't drunk anything
Okay, he
since
said
the morning,
oops, but it looks like
and I
he
didn't
purposely
need to
took
use
that, pulled that off and put it directly in his jacket.
Oops.
He's starting to feel incredibly entitled, isn't he?
It was a roller towel dispenser.
Break glass in case of emergency.
Okay, so it looks like all I need to do is find the hidden gun, walk in the next room, and shoot Sollozzo and McCluskey.